What's up, guys? I got a special episode today. It's the start of me getting hands-on with professional open-wheel racers. I will be working on the Aero kit and making a seat for a Formula 4 car as provided by Pole Position Motorsports, which thank you, by the way, for inviting me along to help you out. And now, let's see what we did. Okay, guys, this is what we came here to do. Pretty much the car was wrapped earlier, now we're just putting some stuff back together, and I'll show you how we got to that. So right now we're installing the wing. These little plates go on the bottom in between the wing and the nose. It adds some degree to the wing itself. How that affects the setup. This is 3 degrees. These are 1 degree. And that together will add the setup. And then this is the hardware necessary to put the wing together. And these are how they are mounted. They have a nice little notch on the side, so on the fly you can take them out in between sessions. And yeah, as you can see, they have a sort of a nice angle to them. That way you can change the degree of the wing. And now right now I just got to figure out if I put them on the right way. If this is the front of the car, you want the wing to be like this, not like that. So that's the next step, right? Well, top part of the wing is done. Now I just need to find some hardware that goes here, and that's how it gets mounted onto the car. And we're done. This is what the dampener cover will latch onto and secure itself on here to the nose after you put it on. Okay, here it is, almost done. We have here the plate that the dampener cover will rest on and hook onto, so that the cover doesn't fly off. And then these are what mounts the wing assembly onto the chassis itself. I'm gonna mount it on right now, or I'm gonna mock mount it, and that way I can line it up correctly. And here we go. We mocked up the pieces up here. They're in place now, tightened up, and the wing is on. Right now we have it mocked up because we're about to do a seat fitting, and we want as many elements on the car as possible to simulate the visibility for the driver. And now it's time for the rear wing. That was easy. Alright, so here's the rear wing. All said and done. I just need to get the brackets mounted on the bottom, then put it on the car. Thing is looking nice. Very nice, very nice. Thing. The next step now is to complete these latches, the hardware. But for now, right now, lunchtime. Okay, this is probably the one thing I'm most excited to learn. That is data. Turn on the ignition of the car. Turn on the master switch here of the car. Right now what you see on screen is some sample data. I'm going to see what happens when you connect it to the car, and also just play around with the program. This is GDA. It's a form of Motec, I've been told. You know what?
So the material we're using for the seat is expanding polyurethane. Luckily, I've had some experience with this using it in my school's Formula SAE team, so that's one thing I didn't have to learn. I can already start helping right away. So if you've ever used JB Weld or any other type of epoxy type solution, it's basically the same thing. You have a 2-part liquid, you mix them together, and the foam expands about 3 to 5 times the size of the liquid you started with. So it's important that you determine the volume beforehand. That's one thing that Yannick and I were discussing here, because he said he came up a little short with his seat. So he went from about 16 ounces to I think about 17, or kept it the same because the driver we were working with, Nate, is slightly smaller than Yannick. Expanding polyurethane is good because it's cheap and it does the job that we need to fulfill, but it's not the best seat that you can make. It's great to use for our first seat, but I suggested to the team that they invest later on into Cree foam or W50 foam, as it's a little more comfortable and it could absorb energy better in the event of a crash, so that'll protect the driver some more. And then afterwards, wrap the seat insert in Carbon X or Nomex. That way it's fire resistant.
What?
That's the foam A.
Yep. Now here comes B.
Foam A and then foam B. And then we steer.
So in the background of the last clip, you can hear Nate's coach Juan explaining to Nate how to position himself in the car while the foam is expanding. That's important because eventually that foam is going to dry up. So you want it to harden in your normal driving position. Anything else and it'll feel weird while you're driving, and that's going to be on your mind while you're driving. You want to be completely focused and not thinking about your seat.
When I tell you, you do this, and then we make sure you pour the thing under your butt, okay? We might touch your butt a few times, that's just...
Hey, don't get Frenchy with me.
Okay. It's not very precise.
Starting now?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Your knees here. Good. Alright, yeah. Good center. Stretch. No. Okay, yeah. Stay still now. Not pushing you up. The bottom, the butt. You good? Did you get foam in between your legs? Not too much?
That was enough. Did you push enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should have pushed more at the bottom instead of here, right?
No, it's here, it's growing. It's not too much, but it's lacking some on the bottom here. Push some from the arm. No, that's already getting hard.
You got some on your back?
The first thing is, are you comfortable right there? Yeah. Okay. Right here. No, don't worry. That will be moved because the seat will be cut. Yeah. You see how much is on the bottom?
Yeah, really good.
No, nothing. Yeah, so you could even put, if you want to put a little padding here. Oh, look. And that's what I actually like this because for the belts,
Yeah,
they go
for
to
the
your
sub belts.
crotch. Smart.
I don't know, I cut the excess. I hope you enjoyed that episode as much as I did helping them out. As always, like and subscribe. And thank you to the people that shared the last video. My statistics have been getting a little better. And so yes, the channel is growing. Thank you so much. Let's keep it going. So as always, like and subscribe, share, and thank you. On to the next one.